Alright, got a good one for you. I have no power brakes now. This is fantastic. So I've been noticing something about this pump. I've been noticing that it likes to stay running all the time now. And let's see if it'll not turn off for me. Usually only comes on key on. Oh, you hear that? Yeah, I was just about to go to a friend's house, and I went to step on my brakes, and it was just like, oh crap, I have no brakes. So it's not really warm or anything. I'm gonna pop that thing apart. I think that's like what, a 10mm maybe. I'm gonna grab my toolkit out of the back of the truck and pop this out. I bet you, and I think I know what's going on here. This is probably the same problem with the EcoBoost trucks. It's probably full of shit. This is the second thing on this truck, electrically aftermarket, non-Ford, has failed on me. Let's see, I'm gonna have to pull this off here. I'm not using a millimeter, I'm using a 5/16 on this. This is the Summit Racing pump that I paid like a lot of money for. It was like $100 or something like that, 100 something. God damn it! Oh, good. I can't redirect those. I need to do that. Make these shorter if this thing decides to work after this. I don't really see anything yet. These, I tell you what, I'm so pissed that this thing is going out, or has gone out, and then they've got my, there we go, that worked. My, speedometer is all fucked up, and I don't know, I'm so disappointed with this electronic shit. Well, free, but what? No, I don't see a whole lot going on here. I think maybe it's all right. I wonder if it's my wiring. I don't know. Shoot, boy! I tell you what. These should be able to run constantly all the time. I mean, I've got the other Ford vacuum pump that I ran with the V8, and I had that's on all the time. That's by design. And it's the same style pump as this. It should just be able to go forever. But this guy here, I think maybe we got something with the wiring. I think I found the problem. Well, it is not my ground connection. Well, I'm gonna get my voltmeter and see if we're getting 12 volts. We'll start there. But any longer than this, I gotta fucking go. I got shit to do. Fucking, you know, if the motor in this thing went out, then I'm just gonna say right now, don't bother with these things. Well, I guess I'm not driving my truck for a while. It's got no power brakes. Yeah, this pump, the motor's fried in it. This is supplying power just fine. It's getting 12 volts. And all my connections are, you know, obviously good, but this thing is just a piece of shit now. So I'm gonna find a screwdriver and yank it out and take the motor apart, and then go to my friend's house. So mechanically, this thing is still good. It's electrically, it's dicked. this is disappointing. I really liked having strong brakes. Like, this thing really braked pretty good with having full vacuum. Like, it probably stops just a little bit better than my Mazda, believe it or not. But now it's like you gotta put your whole body weight into the freaking brake pedal, and you don't want to do that because that puts a lot of stress on the firewall. So I'm like, son of a bitch. So I'm on the hunt for vacuum pump. Like, this is what's wrong with my truck right now. It's the vacuum pump. My speedometer's a mess now. That digital one I bought, I knew this was gonna happen. I should have just said no. Like, here, I'll show you. This is just stupid. Like, seriously, we got alarm clocks with digital displays that last, you know, from like the 80s until now, which is like perfectly cool, you know? That's like 30 some years. And then you're like, I got barely 2,000 miles on this piece of shit. And I can't even tell how fast I'm going to the nearest mile. I only know to the 10th of a mile. Or to the nearest 10 of a mile. So I only know if I'm going 30 or 20. Or 40 or 50. And part of the MPH thing is starting to go too. Like, what a piece of shit. So I gotta yard that out of there. I just yarded this piece of shit out of here. I'm not even gonna bother dicking with them to try and get my money on this. I've already kind of taken it apart, so. Piece of shit. Made in Spain. Fucking, okay, this is no time to be getting mad at different countries. What a piece of shit. Okay, so don't buy the Summit Racing one. Probably won't buy one at all ever. I'm gonna hunt down the mechanical one. That way I don't have to run any more wires. I should have just spent the money on the mechanical one. So it goes in between this pump here. I remanufactured one for, you know, it was like 300 bucks. So I'm gonna try and find a used one that works on Craigslist or something for like 100, and just call it good. So this thing's gonna be out a couple of weeks. I mean, I can drive it, but I ain't driving in this weather with manual brakes. Like, it was all right in the summertime, but in the winter, fall, winter, no.